Ronin's back, slicing through the noise with a culture attack. Pop culture films in the world we see. Deleted scenes where the truth runs free. Take care, stay strong, we're breaking the mold. Be safe, stay healthy, let the story unfold. From watch parties reviews to the news we spin. Deleted scenes, yeah, this is how we win. Take care, stay strong, we're breaking the mold. Be safe, stay healthy, let the story unfold. From watch parties, reviews to the news we spin. Deleted scenes, yeah, this is how we win. Yeah, yeah. Steam it out on your YouTube, bro, let's roll.
All right, good evening, ladies and gentlemen out there in YouTube land. I am Deleted Scenes, human being, American, and YouTube Ronin, and I'd like to welcome you to this week's edition of the Mystery Movie Night Podcast. I do want to say hello to everyone currently joining us on X. I can't see you, but I know that you're there. I want to say hello to some people who've joined us here in the chat, and the chat is up and running and lively already, so thank you for bearing with us through the some of the tech issues we were having backstage, and the fact that we kind of want to start the show before we start the show, which is also my fault. But here we go. Okay, messing with the vertical. Here we go. Hey, girl. That's my Justin Bieber impression. Okay. Anyway, moving on. Hello to Sergeant Giratina. FKHC 2005, also known as Tim, and no, you weren't. Sarge, you cheated, but that's fine. The mystery movie night this week is The Legend of the Lone Ranger, but only if I get to host it as Christopher Lloyd. All right, moving up. We have the tired midnight blogger himself, Curtis Selby. Friend of the channel, Enigma Severus. Yes, the staple remover. I have removed all of the staple removers from the hands of everyone involved with this program. I did it telepathically, and it took a lot out of me. Anywho, all right, moving on. Let's see. That 70s rock fan has joined us. Good to see you, sir. It's the mystery movie The Last Jedi. Oh, thank God, no. Although I got it. Well, okay. Well, you'll know when we'll get to it. All right. Let's see. Our man from the future, Sashi. The host of Films with Friends, the creator of the 10-word review, Big Al Presents. Good to see you, sir. Scrolling, or hide. Faithful Blue Wrench, channel member, the Bird Woman of YouTube. Watch out for her channel, Fluff Chick Productions. Connie Cleary. Thank you, Tim, for the $1 super chat. That is not how you spell with. Spell correctly, sir. You are gone. Okay. All right. See, scrolling down. All right. The Marvel and DC Marslins. Thank you for joining us. New name for me. Appreciate it. Thank you for joining us. All right. Orville Nation. Good to see you, sir. All right. We grow together, indeed. All right. Well, my co-hosts for tonight's episode are patiently waiting backstage. I'm going to bring them on. Ladies and gentlemen, the most violent woman on YouTube. We had to take the staple removers away from her, as I explained earlier. A woman who bribed and cajoled her way onto this show and has never left. You know where you love her. The reason why I know you're all really here. Sin's Corner.
Look, I have this. I can use as a weapon.
Oh wait, put
Yeah.
hard.
Yeah. See, look what's happened to it. It's been broken because I'm
Yes.
holding it.
Dear Lord.
No, my brother broke it. It's his.
All right. And my other co-host tonight, a man who is, I'm sure, running for cover as we speak and wondering how the hell he got talked into this. Ladies and gentlemen, Wilky's Movies and Music himself, Corey.
Don't hurt me. Please don't hurt me.
Don't
Don't
hurt
hurt me.
us.
Don't hit me.
You just want to see this.
I just
again.
want to see the little mug again. I still love that. Earlier you held that up and I'm like, so
You're
why'd you
like,
go? Why'd you get the little one?
Yeah.
It's like bigger than your head.
Wasn't expecting that when you said that.
I went for the 2-gallon. Hey, you got to stay hydrated, right? You know?
Exactly.
So.
Yes. 2 of these, I think, is a gallon. So.
That would not surprise me. That's pretty big.
So is that the one you bring with you to the theater, or?
No, I have a more reasonable 32-ounce one, or maybe 20-something ounce one that I take with a cap on it.
I couldn't drink something like that during a movie. I'd be like walking out 3 times. Too much information, I realize. But
I definitely don't drink all of that. I just take it just in case I get really thirsty. But usually the beverage of choice is coffee.
Just in case you need to put a fire out or something? Or?
My brother got me this.
Okay, the only thing I hate about the whole trend about the big old giant metal mugs and thermoses is we have tile floor in our kitchen and stuff. And if anybody decides to drop one of theirs that they really wanted, that makes such a noise.
Loud.
That, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
The doggo does not care for that.
Oh, I bet not.
And I'm sure everybody wanted to know about that. So I am happy to share that with
Of
everybody.
course.
So.
We all like to hear about the doggies.
Mm-hmm. Our fur babies.
Indeed. All right. So for those of you who might be watching the program for the first time, I'll give you kind of a brief history. My 140-hour brief history of the program. Now,
Chapter 1.
Chapter 1. Well, very true. Chapter 1. I started out doing this show as out of the theater review, and once I met Sin through Latino Slant, Paulie, I found out that she also attends the movie nights as well. And we did a couple of episodes and decided, hey, let's make a show out of this. And so here we are. And Corey is one of the people we've kind of sucked through the fourth wall, and he's now co-hosting the program along with us when he can. And so here we are, some 50 some odd episodes later.
Yeah, I don't always get and there'll be a twist. I don't want to spoil anything for tonight, but I just don't always get all the same ones that, not even just same ones, but there's some nights where I just don't even have them. Yeah. So, but I like jumping in when I can. So I appreciate you having me on. It's a lot of fun.
Right. And that has happened again tonight. As it turns out, Corey got a different movie.
Spoiler alert.
Than Sin and I did. So
and some theaters got a third movie.
Yes, that we found out earlier as well. So all right. So we want to leave it to the chat. Chat, who would you like to see go first? Sin and myself or Corey?
Yeah, let us know. Because they're 2 distinctly different movies.
Or we can do it like a tennis match and just go back and forth, you know.
And then in our movie, this happened, and then
exactly. Let's make it really confusing for everybody. I do find it interesting how that all works out. I wonder how the distribution, because all of these are early, you know, some are earlier than others, but I'm really interested to how the contract, the negotiations, however that all works out and they figure it out. I'm really curious, especially when you get different chains getting different ones. And sometimes we all have the same day. We all have the same movie. Sometimes you all have a day. I don't have it. Or like this time, there's multiple movies going on at different places. And I don't know why, but that really gets me curious how that all works out and how negotiate those things and or get it figured out. And supposedly, even the theater employees don't know what movie it's going to be. And I'm not saying they don't, but either way, I'm interested to find out how the dynamics of the whole thing work.
Well, I just know that the source for Regal, the source on the Regal subreddit, he's never been wrong. And but I didn't realize that there were 2 other movies.
Well,
So I didn't even think to go to AMC subreddit or even Cinemark subreddit because they follow each other closely. Like Cinemark or AMC will reference whatever's been talked about in Regal. So if it's revealed at Regal, they'll often reveal it on the Cinemark or AMC as the movie. So I don't know.
And I have one choice around me. Any of the theaters, well, except when they're pretty much for new movies, there's 2 choices in 2 different towns, but they're both Marcus Theaters is the chain that I go through. So, sometimes, like I said, we get same days, sometimes the same movies on the same days, and then sometimes like today.
When there was a difference in movies before, when Paul and Deleted saw a totally different movie than we did, I went to the Cinemark or something. I went to Cinemark, and mine was the same as yours. And I think Paul might have gone to AMC because I don't think there was a Regal movie that time. So I don't know, Deleted. I don't remember how you were involved in that conversation. I'm pretty sure you were there, but maybe you didn't see the film. It was my dead friend Zoe was the...
Didn't see that one, no.
Yeah, so that might have been the one where you talked about the Indian movie or something. Like you
because I didn't have... Yeah, right, because there was the week where I didn't have the mystery movie, so I went to an Indian film called Shiva instead. Which was kind of this Braveheart meets 300 kind of thing. And hello to Andrea Black. Good to see you. So yeah, we had once again kind of a similar situation where we had multiple films, and of the 3 that apparently played, we combined saw 2 of them. So since I am looking at the chat and everybody,
I've seen 2 requests. I've seen one for the sexy beard and the other for ladies.
Well, sexy beard doesn't narrow it down. We got.
Oh yeah, that's right. It doesn't.
That doesn't narrow it down.
Okay,
at all.
Okay. So I thought Enigma was referencing you, Corey.
Well, I don't know. I don't want to make assumptions. You know what happens when you assume, right?
I thought he said your name. Unless
maybe he did.
Totally
I didn't see the comment.
Misread. Yeah. So I don't know. Sounds like we got a little bit of a draw.
Well, I am always afraid that my toupee will come off in the middle of a show.
I think mine's still on there. So for a couple more years anyway.
All right. So seeing as I am technically the originator of this program, I'm going to break the tie. And we're going to do the whole ladies first.
Oh.
So
our movie.
Our movie
was
oh my gosh, the suspense is killing me. It was.
Hey, movie man, did you? Okay, D says not Regal and AMC doing the Clue style movie screening, different movies instead of different alternate endings. Yeah, it was wild. I have a feeling that Cinemark might have shown the other one, which was Fackham Hall. Mm-hmm. Or Cinemark might have shown yours, Corey. I honestly don't know. It was weird. But I know that Deleted was very upset that we didn't get that one. So our movie was 100 Nights of Hero.
Yes.
Which the inside source, his clue was the word HOR, 10 across and 10 down. That was his clue, which was 100. But some people were like, wait a second, HOR, that's a word that's said in the Five Nights at Freddy's. So some people were just convinced we were going to get Five Nights at Freddy's. But then I looked at the show times and it's like, no, it's not going to be Five Nights at Freddy's. It's not going to be FNAF because that's way too long.
And I'll know. I knew that was not going to be on mine. Not to jump. Sorry, I know.
No, it's okay. Go ahead.
But I knew that was not going to be mine because mine will specifically put in bold letters if it's considered a horror movie. Categorized as a horror movie.
But I thought
which mine
yours...
we're going to talk about that. No, we'll talk about that when I get to mine. But because of it not being there, I did not think Five Nights at Freddy would be in that.
Yeah.
But yes, what you're saying?
It didn't say horror for ours too, so I was kind of thinking, it's probably not, because it usually will.
I'll get into that when I get onto mine.
Okay.
Yeah. Yep.
So this stupid ass movie was
spoiler alert.
This movie, you know what it reminded me of a little bit. So I'll tell you the synopsis very, very briefly. It's basically takes place in an alternate reality, but it's basically an alternate reality from back in the day when religion was very oppressive and women were oppressed and all of this stuff. They came up with this whole new religion. It's Birdman because God, who was a female or whatever, created the world. Then her father came along. It's like, I can do it so much better. And he created this world where women were only really good for making babies. And if they didn't make babies, they probably get killed or whatever. I can't remember. It was something really stupid. And they weren't allowed to read and write and all that. And so this one woman, she gets married to her husband, and the husband never wants to consummate the marriage. I don't know if it's just he has a problem or maybe he just, he didn't play on that team, but whatever. He just didn't want to consummate the marriage. And so he made an agreement with his acquaintance/friend to go away for about 100 days. And if his friend could seduce the wife and she would have an affair with him, be unfaithful, that the friend would get the castle. And if he didn't win, I can't remember what the agreement was. But anyway, so the wife is best friends with her maid. Best friends. Yeah. Best friends, you guys.
Best friends.
The bestest. And so when she's uncomfortable and she's alone with this guy that's not her husband, she's very nervous and just is scared and everything. And so her maid says, if you ever get in a situation where you're worried and you want a way out, just ask me to tell a story. So it starts this process of all these nights of the maid telling stories to fend off this guy from making advances on the woman. Kind of reminded me of Arabian Nights. Mm-hmm. That's kind of what I was reminded of a little bit. It's kind of like a little twist on that. So I'll say some stuff that I did like about the film. It was well acted. Mm-hmm. I thought it was well shot and well edited. And there were some comedic moments in there that were, genuinely kind of, funny, elicited a chuckle from me and from various members of the audience. But that's about all I liked about it. This was very clearly a story written by a woman who hates men. So that's how I feel about this stupid ass movie. I did not like it. I was not happy at all with this film. These were the extent of my notes. Bear with me. Editing, comedic timing, because I like that. I wrote the lights glare. You know how when there were candles or lights in the background, they had this really cool glare, like flare. I thought that was cool, the way that was done. But then the last thing I wrote was Handmaid's Tale wannabe.
Yes.
So.
That is exactly what it is. This movie is This is like Handmaid's Tale created by a 14-year-old.
Yeah, it was very clear. Oh, and in case you didn't get my meaning, they were best friends. In other words, these two women develop a gay affair, love affair with each other, or whatever.
Yeah, and she's coming from the very beginning.
Yeah, and that's not really something that even happens until later, but they just say at the very beginning they're best friends. So it's like, okay, well, but I knew that anyway. I knew that this is going to be, something in LGBT, whatever, sphere. but some other stuff revolving around that other stuff, it was just so blatantly anti-male to me. And I'm so sick of that nonsense. I don't give a shit that women were oppressed a long, long time ago. We're not living in that reality now. And I know that this was a very thinly disguised attempt to reference things that went on in societies years and years ago. And it just didn't work for me at all.
Mm-hmm.
So I hated it.
Yeah.
Someday, Sin, you'll be able to like break out of your shell and like really tell us what you feel about things. I just want you to be able to like just give us your true, just raw emotion about. No, I'm just kidding. Sorry, I'm being sarcastic.
I had a feeling that I wasn't going to be crazy about it, but I didn't. And number one, because I'm not super crazy about romance stuff. And I knew this was going to be like a gay romance. I was like, well, whatever, I don't care. But the other stuff that kind of pushed it to the point where it's like I actively disliked the film was that anti-male messaging that was going on. It was so blatant, so blatant. And the poor oppressed women, they were the only decent people in this society pretty much. And the way the whole story ended, I was just like, ugh.
Yes, and hello to Megan.
Hey, Megan.
They were best friends.
Was that not clear before?
Oh, wait, she lies to me. Crap. How do I handle this? Well, if you're like the men depicted in this film, you handle it poorly and make stupid decisions and pitch people off of cliffs for no reason. Yeah, and don't think I don't know where they got that from. Yeah, this movie's a piece of shit. I'm sorry. But
I had a feeling you weren't going to like it either.
It is boring as hell. I knew everything.
It's only an hour and a half, and it still felt too long.
And it felt like 3.
An hour? Did you say an hour too long?
An hour and a half, and it was still too long.
Oh, I thought you said an hour and a half, and it was an hour too long.
It was an hour and a half too long.
Yeah,
actually.
Okay, with the whole thing, not just.
I actually dozed off.
I didn't. I wish I could have.
And I know this because I didn't see
I feel sorry for you guys. I'm sorry.
I'm so annoyed knowing what you got.
Well, I'm not at this point. I'm kind of happy at this point that I got something different.
You should be annoyed on our behalf that we did not get.
I am annoyed for you. Happy for me, annoyed for you.
Oh gosh.
Sorry. Yeah, Enigma. This is a movie that wants to be kind of like a fantasy Jane Austen so bad, and it fails on every level. And I mean, it looks pretty. The acting is fine.
It wants to be witty, but it's not as witty as
witty. It's not funny.
I read something. Yeah, sorry. Go ahead.
The only part that I thought was funny was that little scene with the guards. Was it? We want to hear the rest of the story.
Yeah. Because the guards were, like stuff like that.
Everything, and
right? Stuff like they were all listening. Stuff like that was funny. That was legitimately funny to me. But it seems like the general consensus on the Regal subreddit is that most people were not happy. Some people are like half the theater left. In mine, I don't know, maybe 2 people left. And my theater was kind of full. But so there were some funny comments that someone made talking about how they saw people leave and they were smug in their self-assurance that they just didn't quite get how witty and smart this movie was going to be. And then by the time it was over, they realized, no, it wasn't at all. So
no.
Yeah, not good.
This is a movie for like 14-year-old Halsey fans. That's all this is. It is. I'm going to straight up say it. This is going to be on my worst of the year, guys.
Yeah, it might be on mine.
I don't know how low on that list it's going to. I would watch Tornado again over this. I would watch War of the Worlds again over this.
Oh wow, yeah, that's really saying a lot.
Yeah, because at least War of the Worlds is funny. It's not
Because it's
trying
so
to be,
bad. It's so
but
bad. It's funny.
so
Okay.
bad. It's
Are you talking
actually
like Tom Cruise War of the Worlds?
no,
or which-
the Ice Cube
No, the
War of the
Ice
Worlds.
Cube one from this year.
Oh,
This year.
I have not seen that one because I was like, I didn't think the Tom Cruise one was that bad. Anyway, sorry. Go ahead.
No, but this movie is. I knew everything that was going to happen. The second, they're best friends, and then proceeds to go in a straight line for 90 minutes, and I didn't care. I was bored. I think I did doze off. It's not like I've never dozed off during a movie, but this is the first time where I was like, I didn't care because I don't think I missed anything.
I've had some of those before too. Yeah.
You know, it hates men. It's pushing this agenda. It's Handmaid's Tale. Even down to having them dressed in the red robes at the end.
Yes, I noticed that
You know,
too, and
and
some of the
yeah,
stupid hats
like-
that they wore, and how caricaturish the men were in general. You know, like the only decent man in this movie was the father of the three sisters in the story.
Yeah, he's
Okay.
he's decent and I am just so tired of movies like this.
Yeah, me too.
And I don't know how much longer we're going to get them, but it won't be a day too soon.
You know the critics are going to love this one. Let me see, what is the
Of course
score?
they are. You know,
You know they will.
this movie is going to make like $5.
Oh, it's not going to do well. No, it's
gonna
not
be
going to do
gone.
well.
This movie is going to be on digital in a couple of weeks. Trust me. It's
Oh, of course, it's at 89%.
of course, yeah, yeah.
Stupid.
You know, look, it looks pretty. It looks like a movie. It's well made.
It is. There's nothing really
It's
technical
not-
wrong with it as far as that
There's
goes.
nothing technical wrong with the movie. I like the score. I just wish it was in a better movie. I have nothing in particular against anybody in the film. You know,
Gee.
I'm sorry. I was just reading that one too. And I started laughing a little bit.
yeah.
Oh,
He's
D.
feeling
Did
your
you-
pain.
I know. D, like I said, anytime you want to join in on these, if you go to a mystery
Yeah,
movie,
please.
let me know.
Yeah.
We'd love to have you.
More the merrier.
Absolutely.
If you didn't see this one, I'm sorry for myself that I had to see it, but feel glad that you didn't if you avoided it.
That's why I'm still curious how the chains work these out and when there ends up being different ones at different places. I'll stop talking about that, but it's just, there's got to be a lot of marketing and like little behind the scenes stuff that's going on with all that to get it figured out. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, I have no clue how they come up with
Yeah,
this.
You know, it's just like place your bets, find a lady. You know, it's just that's how they did this.
I mean, most of the time it is the exact same film.
It is. Yeah.
Probably
We
like
just had the one
95 to
other-
99% of the time. it is.
Correct.
Hmm.
But and I know I haven't done this as long as you all have with the mystery movies, but there was the one time that I think we had, did we have 3 different movies that we were talking
2.
about? And 2, okay.
This is the first time that I've known of there being 3 separate movies
Okay.
shown.
But we just saw 2 of them
Yeah.
for this one.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, D, which chain did you go to? If my mic is too loud, y'all let me know because this is a different mic.
I was
I
going to
have-
say something, but I was like, I remembered you were at a different place too. I was
Yeah,
like, your mic's different.
Yeah, it's different. I'm sorry if I'm too loud. I can turn it down, but I'm very
Oh, I think
curious.
you're fine.
D, you usually go to AMC, don't you?
Oh,
Yeah,
nice.
yeah. I think AMC might have been the one that had Dust
Mine
Bunny.
was
Oh, sorry, I went and told what yours was. Yeah, AMC.
spoiler alert.
Sorry, it's been a long day.
Wow,
y'all.
the thunder has been stolen.
I'm sorry.
The thunder. Wow. Hey, it's been fun hanging out, everybody. I'm gonna log off. No, I'm just kidding.
Okay, so AMC.
I
went
was
with yours.
Marcus. Yeah, I was Marcus.
Cinemark had been the same as the one you saw that one time.
Mhm.
So I don't know
It's
which
interesting.
chains had Fackham Hall.
Which Delete has got me talked into. I gotta check that out when it comes out.
Like I was saying, that's a Legion M film, which I'm one of the investors of, which
There you
is
go.
kind of cool.
So you have to watch that then.
Well, I've heard disappointing commentary on that.
Yeah, but I've heard trash talk about movies that I ended up watching and they're like, oh, that was
it's
awesome.
not
what,
that
were you-
bad,
what did
yeah.
you see? Yeah. Or, or like, oh, it was fun. Like I can have a movie that's not like, oh, it's winning every Oscar and mind blowing, but I still had a really good time watching it. It's okay.
I feel that way. Well, I don't even consider most Oscar films to be mind blowing.
Well, sometimes it's more of a nod toward something or, or whatever,
Yeah.
but or someone or some, like a, I don't put too much into the word shows.
D. Yes. Yeah. Oh, D. Do you want to come on the stream? If you want to come tell us about Fackham Hall.
Please. Yeah. And
Okay, D, this is what I'm going to do. I am going to go to your Twitter and I'm going to post the link in case you want to join us. Oh, yeah, I'm going to do that just in case because I'm curious. You do not have to if you don't want to, but if you would like to just kind of share quick thoughts, I'm going to do that. Hey, Malty.
Walter Melody, good to see you, sir.
Let me go.
While Sin is doing that, I do want to acknowledge some people who have joined us here in the chat. Wallace Lang is with us. Good to see you, sir. Logical Spark is in the house. Enigma says, my sixth graders have taught me way too much about Five Nights at Freddy's. The amount of information is astounding when they can't remember what I just shared. Yeah, I'm actually looking forward to Five Nights at Freddy's too. I thought the first movie was all right.
It was fun.
That was fine. Yeah,
I'm going to go see it with my nephews later this week.
Nice.
Curtis Selby has joined us, the Tired Midnight Blogger. Says, isn't there a story like that in the Decameron? Well, hopefully it's better in the Decameron. JPRPH1 has joined us. Good to see you, sir. Enigma says, oh, the top 10 best and worst. We have to have the contest. See which one of us can guess your top 10 worst and best. Like I said, it would be a fun game. Yeah, go for it. You might be surprised by what's on both lists when it comes to me. So, yeah, I'm definitely going to begin formulating those.
I started formulating my list the first time I got one of the worst movies. So
I know it's got the bottom.
started early. Hey, Geek Flag.
Yeah, Nate has joined us. Good to see you, sir.
Good to see you.
Tired Midnight Blogger says, so if Neil Breen had the production value, it would actually be better than this. I have seen the trailer for the next Neil Breen movie.
What movie is that?
A Dual Duplicity or some weird shit like that.
I haven't heard of that.
I don't know that one either.
I got to tell you, I mean, hack on Neil Breen all you want, but this new one he's got coming out looks like it's better than half the shit I've seen this year. So, I might actually, Neil Breen may have finally won me over.
Totally redeemed yourself.
Totally redeemed.
Oh gosh.
Sorry. I know the quote. Such
That
a classic,
movie. No, I
such
don't
a
mind
classic movie.
quotes, but I hate that movie. So
I'm sorry. There's so many. Pretty bird. Pretty bird.
Lord have mercy.
Sorry.
No, it's okay.
I'll shut up now.
Yeah, that's fine, D. That's fine. Yep.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, you don't have to come on if you don't want to.
I'm honestly curious to hear about this, just because
Absolutely.
I know it's attached to Legion M, and it's sort of like I guess, kind of a parody of Downton Abbey or something like that. That's all I understand about it. So,
John Doe Juggalo is with us. Good to see you, sir.
Hey, Jeff.
So what movie are we talking about this guy here? Well, here's the thing. There were 3 different mystery movies, depending on which theater chain you belong to. Sin and I saw a movie called, if you could call it that, a movie called 100 Nights of Hero.
Oh, I forgot to get you the image. Sorry about that. Deleted.
I don't care. No.
Did you get the image for mine?
I can do that now. Hold
Oh my
on.
gosh. I don't want to be skimped out on my production, or whatever.
I'll do it. I'll do it.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Oh, man. So,
Somebody's gonna be like, "Who's the jerk Corey that's on your stream?" Well, I'll probably get that anyway, but that's okay. I'm just joking.
so I don't think Deleted like this one. No.
What gave it away?
Both Deleted and Sin, they've been like beating around the bush a lot about the whole thing, but I'm just getting a sneaky feeling.
Yeah.
It wasn't for them.
I mean, when we were walking out of this theater, and that I've kind of noticed that some of the same people are starting to show up for these things, and it's kind of like it can get
seeing familiar faces.
Hey,
Yeah.
kind of like that.
We've had that though too. Yeah, I've had that
And
too.
there's these two couples, kind of older couples who obviously go to see they like go on Monday nights and they go on Thursdays. Based on what I've been able to glean by overhearing them, we had this this little conversation walking out, going, "Who's this for?" Because
it's for a very niche audience. It's not for general audiences, and I think most people are not going to appreciate it. There will be some that will. I'm not one of them.
No.
Spoiler alert. No, I was kidding.
So I was basically walking out of the theater going, man, it's a good thing Micah Monroe is hot, because I think I would have won.
You got that going for you.
She's a good actress.
And
I thought her performance was good.
Everybody
was fine.
On the actors, everybody is good here. It's just that I thought it was like a super lame story with an agenda. You don't even why are you making a movie like this? No one cares.
Well, some people care.
I mean, some people. Don't care by. You love who you love, all right, and
that wasn't the main problem of the story for me. It was just the whole anti-male messaging. It was written and directed by the same person. Yeah.
Yes. Please don't make another movie. Just go home.
I don't think I am.
I
don't think I align with her particular brand of storytelling.
And I was thinking this while I was watching the movie.
It's based on a graphic novel by somebody else, by another girl. So
they screwed up another comic book movie.
Well, the graphic novel might have been just as terrible.
Oh, I'm sure, man. But I did see a review on of all places, Letterboxd.
Okay.
Where somebody says that they were surprised Emerald Fennell wasn't involved with this movie because it played like something she would do.
Remind me who that is.
Promising Young Woman.
Oh gosh.
And Saltburn. And
that
Goofy, Wuthering Heights. They got getting ready to come out.
Oh, that's hers. I'm glad I decided I wasn't interested in that, because I don't even like Wuthering Heights anyway. But
sorry, I'm still reading comments.
And I decided I don't like that director after I saw Saltburn.
Hey, every year I'm going to figure out how much more white comes in on this thing. It's my winter thing, and then it goes away in the summer. It's too hot for it, so I gotta each year look back at my videos and see how much more white is showing up in that. No.
Bonzo Kilborn, good to see you. Since corner, but boys are icky.
It's
major.
I can't argue with that.
Yeah.
Well, we both have our icky moments, and if anything about women in power, I mean, I've learned about women in power that they can be about as brutal or more than men. There is a long history of women in power that have done really terrible things. So when I hear people virtue signaling about how the world would be much better if women were in power, I'm like, yeah, hell no. No, thank you. I know how women are. I'm one of them. And you know how violent I can be.
That's what we've heard. The staple removers and everything.
Yeah, this is a whole thing now.
Mm-hmm.
So, do they offer partial refunds for the crappy ones? No.
No.
The partial
Fortunately-
refund is you have like a half price ticket to go see it.
I didn't
That's-
have to pay anything because Regal.
Okay,
Unlimited,
but-
Regal Unlimited, yeah.
So mine for the longest, when I started doing this with you, my theater was $5 before taxes for the movies, and now it's $6. And I won't complain about that because that's still pretty cheap
Still cheap.
compared to yeah. So I won't complain about it, but yeah, we're at $6 a movie now for the mystery movie nights. What do you guys do for yours? Except if you get it for free. Like
I get it. I use the Regal Unlimited. But if I have to go to Cinemark or AMC,
I wish I was so spoiled.
I know, but well,
I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
I know. I wish that you had. I wish you had it.
I'm
too,
just
but
jealous.
Cinemark and Regal when I go. No, I'm sorry. Cinemark and AMC, I do have to pay when I go there.
So what do they charge for the mystery
Well,
movie night?
$5 or $6. I think
Okay.
AMC might be
Yeah,
$6,
that's
but
decent, yeah.
Cinemark might be $5.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I haven't paid. I think the only time I paid extra prices for the Regal mystery movie was when it was Jurassic World, and my brother and my two nephews came with me. So
Okay.
I paid. I think it was $5 at that time, or maybe $6. I don't know because I'm up here in Jersey. Everything's a little more expensive here.
I will say my theater for mine, and I don't know if anybody knew what was going to happen, and not like jumping into mine yet or anything, but it was pretty full. I'll say that for a rated R mystery movie night, it was pretty full for my neck of the woods.
That's right. Yours was rated R.
Yep.
Okay.
And ours was
I'm an adult.
surprisingly PG-13.
No, just kidding.
PG-13.
Should not have been because of the subject matter, but that skirts it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't- There's no.
This
There's
was
no
mine
duty
was a
to
mine was
persuade
a
there
mine was a
was-
soft rated R. I'll say that it was a soft.
That's what
Okay.
I've heard. All right. Well, so let's
Sorry, not to.
let us segue into because I don't think there's. I have nothing.
Shall
to
we?
say about
Shall we?
Don't have
100
anything else.
night.
Yeah.
I don't skip it, guys. This movie is going to be on digital by the end of the month, if not earlier. So
Well, unfortunately, that happens even if it's not a bad movie, anymore.
That's
well,
true.
true. But this
Sadly.
this is kind of like this movie was made for straight to video.
Mm.
So, and Nate with the $1.99
Oh, nice, man.
sticker
I love your picture too. That's awesome.
was
You're like on the Enterprise deck right there, man. I love that.
Okay.
all right. Well, let us get to Corey's film
Hold on.
and.
Mine's bigger.
Yours blocks out the whole screen. It's like the eclipse of the sun with yours. That thing is. I'm surprised you can lift that thing. And I'm not saying you're not strong.
It's a
That's just
bicep
really.
workout.
It's just a really big.
It is
It's a
big.
really big mug.
All right.
So you all probably get mad at me, but oh gosh, that was so loud. That was a very deep, loud sigh.
I'm so disappointed we didn't. Have this one instead.
Nothing was perfect, but I ended up really being surprised by this one and having a really good time with it. I'll say that. That being said, the first kickoff of the movie, I don't like time things, so I'm so bad about.
Oh, I
I'll
put
be
the
like,
picture
oh, I-
up, by the way,
First
deleted.
off, let's tell everybody what it was.
Yeah, I
Oh,
put the picture.
yeah,
I put
yeah,
the
yeah.
picture- the
Maybe that
picture
would
is-
help.
Yeah, there you go.
Dust
That's
Bunny,
funny.
which I was very excited about. Mads Mikkelsen is in there. I really enjoy him. There's so many movies I enjoy that he is in. Great actor. We got Sigourney Weaver. She's not in it a ton, but plays a very interesting character in that. And I'm going to blank on the name, but the little girl that's right in the middle, she did a great job. I'll say that right now. I thought she was awesome. And the chemistry, the back and forth between her and Mads was really good, I thought. So, it was an interesting movie. I saw a preview for it before. Oh, I can't even remember what movie it was. It was a while ago. And I saw, I'm like, oh, that looks different. That looks a little interesting. And then I completely forgot about it. So when we were talking about like what potentially could be the mystery movies for the night, this did not enter my my thought at all. And even when I was like trying to like cheat a little bit and like look ahead on my theater schedule, what they had releasing, they did not have this one showing on it. So it didn't, if it popped up, I would have maybe, okay, there's rated R. It's under 2 hours. And, but I'll tell you what,
Hey,
D, what's going on, man?
Hey, you guys.
Thanks for joining.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I think, I know I couldn't get like fully with my whole setup and everything, but since I found out that all three of us, or all four of us, saw 3 different movies, I was kind of like, well, I can at least maybe pop in real quick.
Well, you'll have
Yeah,
something
sure.
fun to interject there, because it's a movie that Deleted and I were talking about quite a few different times. So be interested to hear what you think about it. So
Yeah, definitely.
yeah.
So what's the premise of Dust Bunny, Corey?
So, okay.
I thought it was like a bit of a horror-ish, fantasy-ish sort of thing.
All the above.
Okay.
So it's an interesting mix, and I'm not trying to be vague on it. I don't want to give away too much, but also at the same time, not say anything about it. But it's got a mix of genres, and I heard somebody else talking about it, and I completely agreed. Where when you're watching, it's beautiful. I'll say that right off the bat. I thought the cinematography was great. The costumes, the shots in that, it was very, very nice. And it's one of those things, I'm stealing this from somebody else, and I'm blanking on their name right now, but they said it, and I'm like, I completely agree with you, where the mix of styles, you were kind of wondering where exactly they're located at, in what time frame, what decade, kind of a thing. Like, it was just a mix of really pretty styles. So beautiful movie. I'll say that it was shot beautifully. It's very interesting. I don't want to go into too much, but Mads Mikkelsen is, I think they say this right out front, but he's basically almost like a hitman that kind of goes after kind of bad guys, kind of a thing. And this little girl feels that she's a foster child, and she feels that some of her past families have disappeared because of a monster under her bed. Okay, and she procures some money, and we'll say that. I probably said it wrong. But to hire him, she sees some things to know that he might be in a line of work that she thinks would be helpful. And asks if he would, if she could hire him to kill this monster under her bed.
Okay.
And some of the movie is what's trauma, what's in your head, what's real, what's not real, what's supernatural, what's just a figment of your imagination. So there's some of that that's going on throughout the movie. And I think they play off that very well. And some of the visuals when they're playing that out are great. I'll say that. But and it's a weird mix of, so I said my movie theater for the mystery movies always says whether it's a horror movie. This one, they did not say it was a horror movie, but I looked on IMDb, and then one of the tags on it is horror. I would say it's a gateway horror movie.
Okay.
Like for a younger kid, but I could see if they're too young, I could see where it could be kind of scary for them in scenes. But for an adult that's seen a bunch of horror movies, you won't think anything about it. But it definitely is like one of those gateway ones, but it had just like an interesting mix of style. That little bit of like entry horror and comedy, if that sounds like too weird or not, but they mix in a little bit of that too. And all I gotta say is Mads Mikkelsen, and I feel horrible, I'm blanking on the young gal's name, Sophie Sloan, who played Aurora in this. I thought they had a great chemistry, and there was a very sarcastic like back and forth between them and some things, and I enjoyed that. But you could tell there was a lot of scenes. You can see it right there in that picture, the mask that she has pulled up on her head. There's some times where she's got it pulled down, and like, you're like, that wasn't a mistake. You know, there was some very pretty scenes, like how they pulled together, how the scene was rolling out, the costumes, some of the things that they pulled into it. But, and there was some dry humor throughout it, which I appreciated because I'm pretty dry. But, yeah, I feel bad because
I feel bad too. I feel bad too. Very bad.
But I don't want you to go out and watch this and think it's going to be the greatest thing ever, and then like be like, Corey does not know what he's talking about. But it was a pleasant surprise. I remember seeing one little trailer before. I can't even remember what movie it was, but I'm like, what? That looks interesting, because I saw Mads Mikkelsen, and if he's in something, I'm going to watch it. That's just, I think all of us have an actor or actress that you're like, if you see them in something, you're going to check it out.
I'd heard about it and it sounded interesting, but I stayed away from any trailers because I was interested to see it. That's why I'm super bummed.
They play off a lot of the things of, and I'm not going to say which way it goes, but the whole like the hitman part of it that plays into it, and what's real and not real, and like who's really out to get you kind of a thing. There's some good twists and turns. I'll just say that with it. And I thought they did a good job with it. I was entertained. I will watch this again. I'll say that.
Do you know when it's coming out?
The 12th, I thought.
Okay, so
or something like that. No, I thought a week or two. I thought it was supposed to actually but apparently it's been out for a while, because it was out in, I think it was one of the film festivals that it did kind of had a boom in. And you know how those things go. Like somebody like, oh no, it's a 2024 movie. I'm like, well, 10,000 people at a film festival in Toronto got to see it at 2024, but you know, like everybody else.
Yeah, I go by when it's released in my country.
When it's readily accessible to normal folks. And I wish I could go to those things, and I'm not making fun of it, but I've had that argument with a few different movies where they're like, well, actually people saw it the year before. And I'm like, well, I couldn't see it the year
like
before.
Like you said. Yeah, exactly. Well, if it's out in the theater, there's this interesting one called My Neighbor Adolf.
I actually
highly recommend this film, you guys.
Yeah.
Absolutely loved it. It was released officially 3 years ago in some other country or two. And it was supposed to come out here in December, but now they pushed it to January. So I told the publicist lady that sent me the screener, I'm like, oh, this film was going to end up on my list of favorites for the year, and now it's actually a 2026 movie.
Yeah. So I think technically people were saying that to me when I saw Late Night with the Devil too. That was kind of a similar thing. I think the year before it came out in some film festivals, but I'm like, well, I couldn't get to that, and I got to it when it was actually in my theater.
It's weird how they do that whole.
Yep.
Black Phone happened the same. Like Black Phone is I think a 2021 film officially, because that's when it was like on Fright Fest or whatever, but it didn't hit theaters until 2022, I think.
Yep.
So to me, it's a 2022 film, but I got tripped up by that because I was looking for 2022 films and Black Phone did not show up. So I forgot to put it in my list.
But I'll say, I really enjoyed a lot of the characters in here, and I'm horrible about pronouncing names, so please don't butcher me if I tear people's names up. But of course, Mads Mikkelsen, I was saying, like, if I see him in something or he's going to be in something, I'm going to watch it. Sigourney Weaver, she was not a huge role in this, but I thought she did a really good job. I thought she had a interesting character. We'll say that. The younger girl, Sophie, sorry, I'm having to look at the screen, but Sophie Sloane, I thought she was great for a very young actress. Her and Mads, they're back and forth. I really enjoyed that. David Desmalchin, I said it wrong? Desmalchin, sorry. He's in there. I didn't realize he was in it. He had a funny role within that as well. It was a great cast, and I think it's worth checking out. And believe me, I don't want to work things up too much because it's so easy to be like, oh, it's so great. And then somebody's like, it was all right. But it was refreshing. It was different. I thought it was very beautiful. Like the shots in the movie, they were really looking through some things, and there's some, I don't want to give away too much. There's some shots that are really cool the way they did it, and you're kind of wondering, okay, what's real, what's in the imagination kind of a realm with some of the things, and whether everybody can see it or just some of the people can see it, and whether that's really actually happening. And I had a fun time with it. I'll stop.
How long was it?
It was under 2 hours. It was, I'm trying to look right now. 1 hour, 46 minutes, according to IMDb.
Okay.
I had fun with it, but like I said, get past the first, I don't time things. That first little clip of, so when I first clip, I'd say probably 10 to 20 minutes max. Get through that. Okay. I'm not saying it's bad, but I'll admit I was dragging a little bit, and then it picked up from there. So.
Okay. Well, I'm looking forward to it now even more.
Yeah.
All
right. I'm done talking.
I do want to say hello to a few people who've joined us here in the chat. Of course, the man who kind of made this iteration of the show possible, Latina Slant.
Hey, Paulie, if you're still here.
As well as Papa Goss has joined us.
Hey, Papa Goss.
And my co-host on live from Sparkwind21, Age Boomer.
One of the greatest pictures you can have for your I love the John Deere tractor that he's the mower that he's like. Is that actually him? I gotta find out someday if that's actually him or not.
It looks like it's him.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess you
I don't
did,
know.
Paulie. I guess you did. Deleted says you did. What? Paulie is being a stinker to me. I swear. He is so rude.
Hey, he just calls it like he sees it. You know, he's got a... No, I'm just kidding.
Okay, I put up the poster for the next one. So
right.
Dee can tell us all about it.
I'm looking forward to hear about this, so I'm going to shut up and listen
Me too,
now.
I'm curious.
So our special guest tonight, D Movie Man, which again, thank you for joining us, did see the third separate film tonight. Mm-hmm. And that, of course, is the comedy Thackham Hall.
And it's a period piece, D, just like you like them.
Yes. Which is of course fitting that I was the one to see this. But yeah.
Yeah, true,
Yeah, but yeah, it's like I found out like right before I went into it because I felt like I saw the name pop up, but it wasn't until because I should say this also. Because there was an early access screening on Wednesday at AMC to see this. So I was planning to see it on Wednesday, and it just kind of went in to this spur of the moment. I heard some people saying it could be Thackham Hall, but then they also said Dust Bunny. They said the other film you guys saw, and then like maybe another one or two, and all of them sounded interesting to some extent. So I was like, okay, I'll give it a shot. It's been a minute. I haven't gone to one of these in a minute. So I was kind of surprised when it ended up being this, but they have done that before. I know it's happened with like Companion and with other films, or even I think what was it? Novocaine. They did that also. It's like there was an early screening, but then they also did the scene on screen also, possibly Mystery Movie Monday. So yeah, so so I was intrigued to see this. I do enjoy parody films, some more than others, but for the most part, I've come up on things like The Naked Gun, Austin Powers, Undercover Brother, the Scary Movie films, all of that. And so I thought the concept of it was really hilarious, and they kind of like get to it right off the gate, like as soon as and literally off the gate, like as soon as you see the Fackham Hall. Underneath the gate is incestus ad infinitum, which is incest forever, basically.
Oh
So,
gosh.
so yeah. So they kind of like make it clear from the beginning, like, oh yeah, we're going all the way there,
Okay.
Lean into it hard, right?
right? Exactly.
Sounds
So
like
it's like,
it.
and I think, I also didn't realize because I think heard something about it being whatever the scene on screen was R-rated, but I forgot about that until they started really getting into the comedy, which is
Okay.
definitely R-rated. Probably not to the extreme like the first two Scary Movies. Not quite on that level because it still feels somewhat. mm, I won't say watered down, but it's not as extreme as some other parodies or R-rated comedies I've seen, which sometimes that can be a good thing. But yeah, I thought this was. I'll just say this: when it was funny, it was really funny. When it wasn't funny, it was uncomfortably not funny. Like how. So here's the thing: like I can crack myself up, and I can have a very niche or niche sense of humor, and I'll sometimes laugh at things that people don't necessarily or might not laugh at. Like sometimes when I watch movies with other people or at movie nights, I'll crack up at certain things that everyone isn't necessarily laughing at. And there are a lot of moments like that where some of the references and some of the things they pull from, like especially Downton Abbey, that's the most obvious one, but Gosford Park, a lot of the BBC dramas, the Whodunits, the Agatha Christie, like all of that. I thought it was hilarious how they pulled in a lot of those archetypes, a lot of those, characters and things you see throughout. And like I said, when it was on point and when it was funny, it was funny, and the audience was definitely having a good time. But then there were other moments where I was just like,
It was a little cringe.
I'm like, I'm not sure in the writing stages if you guys really thought this one through because some of it was just like, and then some of the editing also, like how some of the scenes ended also made it feel all the more awkward. It was like, was I supposed to laugh? All right. But yeah, so I think the biggest issue, like I enjoyed it and I wouldn't mind seeing more, like how we have more. We're probably going to get more Naked Gun with Liam Neeson or whatever else they try to reboot or other parodies or like with Scary Movie, how there's going to be another one of those. So I like the idea of doing more parodies like within this genre, so to speak, because I think there's a lot of material. It's like ripe for, that kind of treatment. But I do think the writing definitely needed some improvement because it just wasn't consistent, which kind of made it more frustrating. It was like we would have this really good, comedy high, and there would be like these moments of like, like I see what you were going for, but it's not quite landing for me. So yeah, so it was very much uneven, but then I also still like enjoyed the experience. And unfortunately, going off of what I've been told, it could have been worse. So, going off of what you guys have basically said, one of us got the shorter end of the stick. So, or two of us got the shorter end of the stick.
One or two of us,
So,
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I'm a mute. Yeah, two of us, from what I've heard.
So you feel a little mixed, like it's not, like it didn't fully land for you, but it wasn't terrible.
Yeah, no, it wasn't terrible at all. Like if I think about the movies I've watched and I've been like, oh my gosh, why? No, this is nowhere near that at all.
Yeah.
So you walked away and you were entertained. You were like, oh, I had a good time.
Yeah, and it kind of was one of those things where I felt also kind of when I say hopeful, I just mean like that I could see the potential. And so, and I think sometimes I've said this plenty of times, but I think if a film is outright bad, even if it elicits a reaction, much like Jurassic World Rebirth, because my Lord, but if a film, brings a lot of something out of me, I can at least appreciate that it elicits that kind of reaction. or if it's really, really good, then I'm hype, I'm excited, woo, 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 great time. Um, I tend to have more frustration with uneven films because you see the potential and you you just want to connect with it more than you actually do. But like I said, in this case, it wasn't necessarily that it was bad. It was just like, you guys like got it. You just gotta, stick the landing and commit to the bit and tighten up the writing. Because when, like I said, when it was funny, it was really funny. But then there was the other parts that were not quite on that level.
How do you? Which one do you feel? Where do you feel it landed the most on the funny or unfunny? Like,
Oh my
was
god.
it funny more often or not funny more
I
often?
feel like it was funny more often. I feel like
Okay.
if it was less, I probably would have been ready to go.
Okay,
Yeah.
so and I was going to ask you this, but I do not feel that this is a factor at all because
Uh,
I think that you've seen enough British, like productions to get British humor. Because I was going to ask the unfunny parts. Do you think that's just British humor that we don't understand? I kind of don't think that's what it is.
well, I will say this, like some of it, not necessarily, because I feel like they were trying to do like a bit of a British with an American mix. So they
Mm,
kind of did this thing where one of the characters was using like modern slang. And like sometimes stuff like that can be funny, but other times it's just like low hanging fruit because you've seen. I mean, I could tell you even in the '90s, there are so many movies where you have, let's just be honest, like white characters or non-black characters, kind of like doing the whole hip hop rap speak and stuff like that.
yeah,
And
yeah.
it's very much of its time. Sometimes that stuff is funny. Sometimes it's like, oh, okay. So
Mm-hmm.
there were a couple of moments like that where it was just like the first couple of times it was funny, but then it's like they kind of, I think that's the other thing also. Some of these jokes, they didn't know when to kind of end it. They wanted to kind of keep it going. And if it only worked a couple of times to begin with, then trying to still keep that going gets awkward after a while.
Yeah.
So it's like, all right, let's move on. So some of it could be, but I feel like there were some very, at least to me, very clearly American references they were using at the same time. And to me, when they were less, I won't say what's the word. I would say when the humor was a little bit more subtle, and there was kind of subtext like, "Oh, wait a minute, did they just say that?" And you kind of catch it a second afterwards. Those were some of the best moments to me. Um, when it kind of tried to go too when they tried to go too deep into being vulgar and too deep into the R-rated territory, some of that felt very forced, and that's not necessarily what I enjoy when it comes to humor. It can be R-rated and it can be funny, it can be clever and all those things, but there were moments where it was just more broad and raunchy and not necessarily in a clever kind of type of way.
Kind of just for shock value, maybe.
Yeah, and I'm such in shock value is really not my thing, and it only can really work in very specific circumstances. Otherwise it just feels like, oh, look what we did, and
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
tends to
Wink, wink.
push
Yeah.
me, yeah, it pushes me in the opposite direction.
What was the basic story? Like, what set everything in motion?
Basically, I mean, the framework of it is basically Downton Abbey, because the first episode of Downton Abbey is basically the heirs to the estate, of the family and all of that. They perished in the Titanic disaster. So basically, because they are the ones who are supposed to inherit and the money and just kind of all the aristocratic, systematic stuff tied into that, succession and all those things, it becomes this basically it becomes this question of them figuring out like, how can we continue to go forward, because this has to pass to someone and then we can easily lose this if it doesn't. So so they kind of and so it's like, do we have a cousin, do we have who do we have, like somebody has to take over. So they kind of took a little bit of that here, but then they also kind of weave in this story where this character named Eric No One is being brought on as a kind of a secret mission to infiltrate the family, but then he kind of gets he gets mistaken for a staff member, and then it kind of becomes this series of bizarre events. And of course, he falls for the daughter of or the female heir at this point, one of the daughters of the Fackham Hall family.
Okay.
And so things just kind of like escalate from there
Okay.
because he's poor, he's quote unquote no one, right? And him falling for this wealthy young daughter is a no because she has to eventually she's gonna have to marry, and then they have to secure the estate, all those things.
Okay. About how long is it?
You said how long?
Yeah.
I'm pretty from what I remember, because I looked right after. It was probably like around the like hour 37, just only a little bit past hour
Okay.
30.
Okay. So kind of between our film and the one that Corey saw.
Yeah, and it didn't overstay its welcome. I
I
wasn't
was
sitting
gonna
there
ask.
like
I was gonna ask you that. Okay. So you weren't bored or
no,
anything like that. Okay.
no. I was, if anything, I was kind of curious how it was going to end after a certain point because shenanigans. But no, I wasn't sitting there like annoyed or kind of like, all right, let's wrap it up, please, because
Yeah,
I've
you and Corey
definitely done that with some other films this year.
Oh yeah, yeah. I have too. Many times. Too many times. You and Corey definitely had a better experience.
Yeah.
Deleted and I did.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. I apologize.
Did they? I'm curious. So, did they set this movie up to ever? Did you feel like they could go off of this one to do another, or did they just kind of wrap it up?
It technically wrapped up, and see, it's been so long because I know it's been so long since I've seen like a first parody film that continued since like The Naked Gun or with Scary Movie or something like that. So I guess the thing is, because there are so many still, like in theory, there are so many other period, stories they could do. It's like they could continue on. It just kind of depends on what they decide to pull from, or this could just kind of be one wrap up of kind of all of them. So it's kind of like right in the middle. It's like I could see it just stopping here, but I also could see where they could try to keep it going, especially if certain characters get together and then and if they continue kind of like with the succession theme and all that kind of stuff, it could continue on.
I guess that will be dependent on how well it performs.
Right.
Okay.
I will also say really quickly, I look because I remember seeing it afterwards, but Jimmy Carr, I think this was his screenwriting feature debut.
Yeah.
And he played a character called the Vicar, and he appears in these scenes in the church. And to me, that gag was one of the funniest to me.
Okay.
Yeah. So
I did a reaction to one of Jimmy Carr's bits, but I don't remember what it was. I just
okay. So
recognized the name.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's funny.
he's pretty prominent in the trailers. You may now kiss the choir boys. No, you may now kiss the choir boys when I was saying.
Yes, that. Okay, I didn't know. You see, I didn't know what they showed. I didn't see the trailer going into this, but yeah, that whole bit was hilarious.
Okay. All right. I'll remove that so we can.
Cool.
Oh, can we be big again? I removed the poster. Sorry.
Yeah.
I thought it would
Right.
automatically make us big, but it didn't. Are you able to delete it?
Oh, that didn't either.
Oh shoot!
Wave the magic wand.
Oh, there we go. There we go.
go.
We're good. We're good now. It's all good. Okay. Well, that was,
Okay, I gotta say right now, D Movie Man, you're sucking up a little bit with your picture there.
Oh,
I mean,
I'm joking with you, man.
No.
we love to give each other hard times, and my old family and friends. If you're not, if one of my friends or family are not teasing me or poking at me a little bit, I'll be like, "What's wrong? Are you mad at me?" Kind of a thing. So anyway, hopefully you understand. I'm just messing.
Oh
around.
no! I'm definitely on the same page because I literally, what was it? I think whatever the last thing me and Sin did, I was talking about how she is like the Scrooge of cinema, and she's basically the stay off of my lawn when it comes to like cinema. It's like I like what I like, and the rest of this stuff can go.
Yeah,
so,
exactly.
No, I'm very much down for it. So no, I'm with you.
That's a good picture. I like that picture. That was a few months ago.
Yeah,
So,
which is weird because it feels like it's like sometimes with certain pictures or certain whatever, some things feel longer than they are, and then some things feel shorter than they are. So I'm not. It's weird to
Feels,
think that it wasn't that long ago, but it feels
I
like it
know.
lasts longer.
Yes, it does, because there's been a lot that's happened since then
Right.
that has made life feel quite a bit longer
Right.
than it really was. But so I'm very glad you were able to join us and share your thoughts. I'm going to try to remember to just send you the link every week just in case. Okay.
Okay.
So
Yeah, you're definitely welcome on that
Yeah.
anytime you're available to. Yeah.
I think I'd made a mental
What an
note
area.
to do that before, and then I just completely forgot
Mhm. I
because
think that's what happened. Well, not necessarily with the last one, but I remember you had mentioned it. And I was like, oh, dang, because I kind of caught it, last minute. What was the last film? Do you remember?
Eternity. That was the last one
That's
I
right.
was
And
at,
you know what?
right?
I
Did
didn't
you
have
see
Yeah,
that
that?
one. I didn't
but
have that
I
one.
forgot because I had seen that one. They had done some kind of random early screening for that. And so I didn't realize it
Right.
was going to be the screen unseen. So I was like, oh, well, and then I found out kind of after the fact.
Yeah, because okay, so the one thing I remember about Eternity was I went in to see it. I didn't watch a trailer, didn't read a review, but I had seen your review, or didn't listen to a review or watch a review, but I had seen your review floating across my feed, and I knew that you weren't totally enamored with it. So I actually liked it.
Right.
So I was like, oh yeah, D and I we didn't land on the same page. We do most of the time, but not this time. But
Yeah.
yeah,
And
so
it's not so far it's not, I wouldn't say it's so far negative. Sometimes like I said, mixed for me is sometimes really coming down to the fact that like the premise is great or the concept is great or there are elements that are great and just kind of maybe the resolution. Oh, well shoot, because remember Sisu? I could say like Sisu up until a certain point was just like, oh, I love this. This is an
the
Yeah, I saw
first,
experience.
that last week. The
yes,
new one.
Yeah. And then as soon as we get the pickaxe under the plant, I was like, huh?
I was like, no,
Where did we just go? And
yeah,
it made zero sense. Not even just, I understand we talk about suspension of disbelief and logic, but it made zero sense because what was the point of up until now showing this character going through extreme lengths to survive in ways, in the most difficult of ways? If that's the case, like the part where he was breathing through the guy's like throat or neck or whatever, I'm like, well, what was the point of that? He could just breathe underwater, apparently, according to this
right.
film.
He's like Superman. He's like John Wick. Yeah. So deleted. I wasn't able to join your live stream because I had a class.
Mhm.
But I didn't care for Sisu 2. It was even more of the end of Sisu 1, except
I haven't seen it yet.
more than half of the way into, like, it was very John Wicky. I think in my
Well-
review I called him John Wick's grandfather or something.
Yeah.
Just too much. Too much.
That I think has been a problem of late when people are reviewing action films of any kinds. Everybody keeps trying to compare every other action movie to John Wick. This isn't John Wick. This is a comic book. It's over the top.
Yeah,
You're
like
not
John Wick.
supposed-
That's exactly why I
Right.
call it
Yeah,
John
but
Wick.
the
It's
point
too
is
much.
Wick,
Too much.
Wick, for as crazy as those movies get, and they are over the top, and I think they do kind of descend in quality as you go. Ballerina.
Ballerina was better than John Wick 3 and 4.
I haven't seen
I
Ballerina.
did not like
or
3 and 4.
I haven't seen 4
Oh,
yet.
did not like 4 at all.
But the thing with Sisu is when you have to go into that movie with a different mindset that you're basically watching the most graphically violent Looney Tunes cartoon of all time. And if you do that, if you look at it that he's the Roadrunner and Stephen Lang is the Coyote.
Oh,
if
yeah, I
you
heard
look
people
at
calling it that.
way, then you understand kind of the sense of humor of the film and where they're going with it. And if you look at it on that basis, then it works. If you're going into it expecting a grounded film, or if you're going into it even expecting John Wick, you're going to be disappointed because it's a different.
So I could ride with that explanation a little bit better if the first movie hadn't started off in such a grounded way, because it actually was very grounded. Yeah, he lived through a lot of stuff, and he was injured very badly, but it still felt very grounded in some sort of reality. And I could believe that this guy, yeah, exactly. Yeah. But when he did the pickaxe into the plane and then survived the plane crash, I was like,
well,
but a lot of that to that, you could be like,
I think it was. I think it does take itself seriously. Like the first John Wick, pretty solid. Second John Wick, pretty good. Third John Wick, fourth John Wick, completely jumps the shark with how over the top. And so it just, stories lose me when they do that. That's why season 2 lost me.
I'll say John Wick took itself very seriously with the first one, and then it was like, we gotta amp it up.
Yeah, and this
happens to 11
with a lot of sequels, unfortunately. And I kind of figured it was going to happen with Sisu 2, but it happened so much earlier than it did in the first one. So I was just, I was more annoyed than anything. However, I will add, I do like the main actor. I thought he did. My favorite parts were when he was very emotional about his family. Everything else was like, okay, flipping the tank over and doing the this and the that and riding the torpedo down the train tracks.
The tank was the part where I was like, no, you're SpaghettiOs.
Exactly.
No. I'll say the first one, I like the whole part, him coming into the back of that troop transport truck with the women, the captured women that are in there, and then he hands the guns over to them, and there's that whole sequence of him then getting the motorcycle and then them coming down the road through the smoke to the Nazi that he left on the road there. I thought that whole sequence was
wait, was he with us?
Yeah, the first movie was excellent up until the pickaxe in the plane.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, but that part of the first movie, I love that. I don't know if I'm weird or no, I am weird, but for movie watching things, I don't know if people do this or not, but I can go back and watch just clips of movies. And that's like one clip I could go back and just
rewatch and
just watch. Yeah.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Oh, I totally get it. I've been doing that all the time with K-pop Demon Hunter.
Oh yeah.
I have not seen that one yet. I have not seen that one yet.
The one that I keep going back to, as far as action movies this year are concerned, is Havoc.
Yeah, you like that one. I
love Havoc. That is because it took me back to the kind of the 80s and 90s period of like the John Woo and Ringo Lam, that whole heroic bloodshed thing. It's like, I completely get what they're going for here. And there's even videos out there where they're putting it side to side with Havoc and like The Killer or Hard Boiled, movies like that, where you can see kind of the visual comparisons. And if you go back and see, like, and speaking of Ringo Lam, if you go back and see like Reservoir Dogs and City on Fire, you'll see some visual what's the word that's the opposite of differences, because I'm having a stroke.
Similarities.
Thank you. So there are visual similarities, and once I realized that's where they were going with Havoc, I was like, I'm in. Thank you, Gareth Evans. For
I was here when I saw that movie.
Yeah,
that was a crazy one. The shaky cam got under my skin after a bit.
Oh, no. Yeah.
I am not putting out any Christmas gift requests, I promise. I'm just still in the obsessed stage with that movie.
Which I love, because Sin, I love when things that are seemingly anti-you gets you hooked. I love it so much.
You guys, I'm kidding you not. I have woken up with songs from that movie in my head every single morning since I've seen it, and sometimes they're in my dreams right before I wake up.
What's the number one that keeps playing?
Well, I keep hearing the demon song, the I'll be your, the song that they sing, the demons sing at the end.
Are you talking about the Saja Boys?
Yeah, the Saja Boys.
Oh yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's such a good song. But then also all of the songs, all of them.
Yeah.
D,
Yeah.
pretty much. Like, this is what it sounds like. Golden, take down. You're just like, oh, Lord have mercy.
I just don't know if I want to see it or not after this. Do I want songs stuck in my head forever? Or
Right.
But they're so good. The songs are so good.
But I think that's cool that it did so well, at least in our theaters around us. It
Yeah.
sounded like it had a good run in the theater. So
It came, I don't remember if it was released originally, like in the summer, but I know that it was out in the summer on Netflix. And apparently my niece was obsessed with it. Like she would watch it every day.
yeah, I knew nothing about it.
I knew of it. I was like, yeah, okay, I've heard good stuff. I'm going to see it. Went to go see it in the movie theater and just like hooked right away. So
When did you know it was a wrap when you were watching it?
when I was watching it, about halfway through when you started like feeling, when it was revealed what was going on with Rumi,
Oh, okay, right.
which
right.
was less than halfway through.
Yeah. And I will say that was a twist I didn't really see coming.
So yeah, I didn't know about that either, but I was like, oh wow, this is interesting. And it added quite a bit of depth to the storyline, her struggle, what she was dealing with. And the songs were so relevant to everything that was going on in the story and so beautifully performed. Oh my gosh, EJ's voice. Oh,
Yeah, I agree.
Lord, and she's such a good songwriter. I think she wrote most or all of the songs. So yeah. Sorry, I'm just like, I want everybody to watch. My nephews think I'm ridiculous because
It's all right. It's all right to be a fangirl. Go for
sorry,
it.
it's just
No,
it's
I'm
good.
kidding.
It's good. If I like it, I like it. And
You know,
Yeah.
honestly though, I have not seen it, so I can't say one way or the other, but I love having something come out and people get that excited about it. It's cool to have new things out on the screen and somebody getting excited about it and want to go out and see it and want to share your joy for it. So it's cool to have that instead of just like, another reboot, or this or that.
I like
or,
to be happy about things. Sometimes I
Yeah,
feel like
that's-
things are bandwagony, some movies, but I honestly, I don't know. I get it. I totally get it. And this does not feel like the love for this movie does not feel like a bandwagon thing. As
Right,
opposed
right.
to some other things that I've seen. It's legit.
the run that it had at our theaters anyway, and we're a very small market, but that it had there, I would not say it was bad bandwagon thing. It was like people were connecting or whatever, having fun with it, or going out to see it. But it had a good enough run where there was some pull there. I want to check it out, but I have not yet. So.
I would love for them to. I've seen it 4.5 times now.
4.5.
4.5.
Aren't you a true fan? Why not 5?
Obviously at the theater. Then I rewatched it in Spanish on Netflix, and then I started watching it again in English, and then stopped halfway through. Then rewatched it again in English. Then on Thanksgiving Day, I watched it with my son. So that's 4.5 times.
So you watched it in Spanish. What's the original language that it was put out in?
English.
Okay.
It's actually English, but there's a lot of Korean. But so I listened to the Spanish because Spanish practice. The Spanish is good. The songs are okay, but the songs are not as good as the original because the way they translated some of the lyrics, it kind of waters down the impact of the message. I'll give you just a quick example. The final song, which is my favorite, is called "What It Sounds Like." And that's the chorus. In the chorus, this is what it sounds like. In Spanish, the literal translation is "our voices together."
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? It's
Right.
still good, and the singing is not as good. Obviously, I mean, it's kind of hard to match what EJ
Well, I think
did.
when you do a song in one language, I think sometimes isn't it hard to match the rhythm and the beat of
Yes,
it
and
when you
you
translate
have
it
to
into
exactly. That's
Yeah.
some of the best song translations from English to Spanish are in the that I can think of off the top of my head was the first Toy Story movie.
Oh,
Those were
Okay.
fantastic. Fantastic.
I'll have to
so
check
good.
that out.
Yeah. Very good. No, I'm not going to. With her mom, Linda Hamilton. That's so funny. That would be a cool day. Seeing
Is that
Linda
your
again would be cool.
Halloween costume for next year?
I'm not gonna. I'm lazy. The biggest extent of dressing up for Halloween that I've ever done was like a vampire. I put mineral sunscreen on my face to make me look super white, and then blood on my, coming down
Oh yeah, I've
my
seen that
face.
picture.
Yeah, I've seen that. Yeah, that's like it. That's it.
Yeah,
Black fingernails.
I've asked in about that at whenever we're at drag, or at least a couple of times we've been at Dragon Con. She's like,
Dragon Con.
yeah, no, it ain't for me.
No, not really. I mean, I appreciate seeing other people do it, but
Yeah.
yeah, it's not.
Not to
my
go on
thing.
a side tangent, but I've had some other friends talk about Dragon Con, and I always kind of was curious about checking that out someday. But
That would be cool if you could.
do you guys have fun with it? Did you, or not to go way off?
I
on the-
mean, I like it. It's a work thing
Mhm.
largely because I'm there for work, but it's also a lot of fun because I like to hang out with my friends there, and there's some other people that I meet up with that I know outside of work, and that's cool. Yeah, it's been really cool. It's just crazy chaotic.
Very
Like,
much
the,
so.
the layout
lots of
is
people.
lots of people, and the layout is really confusing. I think I'm just now starting to know my way around, but I forget every time I go again. I'm like, okay, now which Sky Bridge and where's the Marriott and the Silver here and the Westin is down there. Yeah, it's
And I'll be
crazy.
the degenerate that's like, "Where's the bar?"
yeah.
And I'll just like,
There's a bar in the Westin that a lot
all
of
right,
people
well,
congregate at.
I'd go there, and you guys, I'll just text both
I'll meet
you.
you at the Westin.
All of you that go there, I'll just text you and just be like, "I'll be at the Weston Bar."
The Westin's like
Find
the
me.
main meeting place for a lot of
All
people.
right,
They go
all right.
there. Yeah.
That's Atlanta, right?
Yes.
Or no, Atlanta?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Sorry.
Yeah, way down south, Atlanta.
And isn't that usually the same weekend where they have like a bunch of other stuff going on at the same time? Or at least in the past, I know it's been like that.
You mean elsewhere?
Like in Atlanta, I know,
in
like
that
at least
area?
in the past, like when
Multiple events in Atlanta at the same time.
yeah.
There was a game there this past time, and it took us forever to get out of our hotel so we could go have our dinner because there was like a game or something. I don't know if it was a college game, maybe.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
That could be like,
Yeah, it's like in the past, it's been like, I feel like from what I remember hearing it was like World Series, and then might have been Pride and the World Series. Like it's like their time. I think it depends on the year,
what
but I've
time?
seen like where that same weekend or because how long is Dragon
Ooh.
Con?
What time of year is it even?
It's the last weekend in August, bleeding in to early September a lot of times.
Okay.
And
Yeah,
it
you
goes
could get
from
football going on
Thursday
there.
to Monday. Thursday,
Oh,
Friday,
okay.
Saturday. Yeah, it's like a 5-day con. I usually leave on Monday though. I don't stay as long as
Right.
I go on Wednesday, leave on Monday, typically.
But yeah, I would have friends who would ride the Greyhound, and it was like they would be coming in like right as all that stuff is kind of like happening, and trying to get home and all that other stuff.
It is Atlanta traffic. Ugh,
Yeah.
nasty.
If I make it down there, I'll have to. I have a good coworker that I'm good friends with that is now him and his family live down around the Atlanta area. That'd be kind of fun.
Well, I have a feeling
check
we'll
that out.
probably be. Arturo went ahead and bought his ticket because he wants to come back. He'll be.
They're already
Michael
selling
again.
tickets for it.
Oh, they sell them right away, like a few days
It's-
later.
Like a year away.
They sell. Well, they do that with all the cons. The tickets
Oh
will
my
go on
gosh.
sale within a week after.
I'm
yeah.
too last minute. That's hard for me.
Yeah, and it's.
Are you
it's-
okay? Do you all plan ahead really well with that stuff, or I'm like
So,
last minute with everything? It seems like.
I like to plan ahead. The extent of my spur of the moment thing would be, oh, I'm going to go to see a movie today that I hadn't been. That's
Yeah.
like I like to plan. So I don't think we've had official talks yet as to whether we're going, but I feel like we will because we have an event there on Sundays that seem to go over really well, and Matt Denneman is there, our big author who does Dungeon Crawler Carl. So
Okay, sorry. I'm really great
That's okay.
about going way off topic, but a friend of mine was just posting a picture on Instagram the other day that they went Barnes & Noble shopping on Black Friday, and they had a signed copy of Dungeon Crawler
Carl. You know what my mom did?
from there.
So my boss Jeff, I don't know if Matt's going to be there, but this coming weekend is Dragonsteel. I can't remember where that is, but my boss Jeff is going, and maybe Matt. But my mom I hope Jeff doesn't forget this, but my mom made a ginormous set of boxers with hearts on them.
So it's,
Because the character wears boxers with hearts. So she made this big, huge thing of boxers that Jeff is going to try to hang up above their booth. So that no matter
I didn't know if
where
I
you
could
are on the
order
floor-
one to wear. Or
No, you can. It was custom. It was custom made. I mean, you can find boxers with hearts on them, but yeah.
So
I'll try to
Atlanta,
show you
Georgia,
guys
September 3rd to 7th, 2026.
what
September 3rd to 7th, 2026 is
for
what it says on
Dragon
the
Con?
website. Dragon Con? That's what I'm pulling up. All I see is a
You
lot
serious?
of. That's all I see is a lot of women in Wonder Woman outfits and Dragon Con for September 3rd to
That's-
7th,
That's
2026.
interesting because I thought it.
If
was
that's right.
I mean, if that's what you're seeing, it's got to be. It's probably right, but that surprises me. It's always. Yeah, you're right. It's that. I guess it's because when September falls. Like. I don't know,
Yeah,
that's-
September
that's weird.
usually falls that 9th month of the year each year.
What I mean is when in the week September
I'm being a smart
falls.
ass. I'm
like
sorry.
if they did it the weekend before, it's probably too early in
Yeah.
August. So that's interesting.
I don't know if I can go to that. There's all these Wonder Women dressed up on the front
There's
of
a
that. I
lot
might
of-
get in trouble if I go there.
There's a lot of cosplayers, y'all. Okay, I'm going to show you these boxers.
Oh,
Okay.
we're
Here.
going to get some for deleted.
Oh, this is probably too.
Can we order some for deleted?
Shoot, it's too bright. Dang it. I'm trying to show you.
Oh,
This
it's
is annoying.
blown out. I
Yeah,
can't see
no,
it.
You can't see it. Shoot.
Are you able to turn your brightness down?
Well, this is what I'm going to do. Oh, make me small. Deleted. Stop that. I'm going to send it to myself. I'm going to send
Wow.
it to my.
No.
I will not take your
Stop!
orders.
Make me small. I'm going to send it to myself and then I'll put it up there so you can show it. So if you guys love Dungeon Crawler Carl, I saw Enigma said something about his students. If you guys love Dungeon Crawler Carl, and you're at a con where we are, stop by our booth. So hold on, I'm gonna pull this picture up because I sent it to.
I'll have to
myself.
see if I can get to Atlanta in September. We'll see what's going on
Yeah,
there.
I hope you can.
Honestly, I want to check out a friend
are
of
you
mine
going
that
to Denver again?
possibly.
Okay, we're going-
It depends. They move it around a little bit too.
okay. Our
so.
con is July 12th through something.
Okay.
Okay, sorry, I interrupted you.
No, that's all right. Sin, actually, I had a chance to meet her in the airport, and she just declined. And
That is not true.
no, it wouldn't have worked
Stupid
out.
airport.
No, there was, but it was just so
horrible.
funny that we were in the frickin' same airport on
Minutes
the same
apart.
day,
Yeah.
minutes apart, but it wouldn't have worked out.
Okay, deleted. I put it up. You can see. the
Sorry,
big giant
deleted. We're
boxers.
derailing.
There they are.
Can I order a pair?
My mom made them, so they're not like mass produced or anything.
All right. Well, I'm not a small guy, but I might need a cinch rope on the front.
Oh,
on the
D
top
was like,
of that.
D was like, I'm out of here. This is too much for me.
And they're a little too see-through for me. Can we make the white a little like thicker fabric or something? Or...
And I think that'll be easily spotted.
We're gonna put some orders into your mom. There, so.
Yeah.
Hi, Mom.
Okay.
Thanks.
I'll remove it from. the
She's like,
studio.
sorry.
That's what I was trying to show you. I don't know
Oh,
what
and
happened
D,
to
we
D.
just lost one.
Yeah, D was like.
He's like, I'm enough of that. That's enough of that.
I'm gonna write him and say sorry if the boxers were too much.
Yeah, he's like, nope. Nope.
Okay, that's funny. I'm sorry. We've gone
No,
way off the rails with this one.
No. But I'll stop really quick. But a friend of mine I know that I graduated from high school, her husband would go to Dragon Con once in a while. And so I always thought it'd be kind of cool to try to get down there to see if he still does that. And I think I brought him up before, but you knew him, Tyler Walpole. He did Dresden Files. Some of the artwork for that.
Oh yeah, that's right. You did. And did he do the covers?
Yeah, I think so.
So I'm wondering if he's the same one who did the artwork for the Chronos Chronicles, the 24-hour Warlock.
That I
Be-
don't know.
because
that.
I think that the artist for the Dresden books also did that, and we worked on that particular book.
Yeah.
Series.
Well, I just figured it's kind of the same, rubbing elbows type of group, and that'd be kind of fun to. I remember him mentioning going to that previously in the past, so I was like, oh, that'd be kind of cool. He probably won't remember who I am, but yeah, I graduated with his. He's a very nice guy, and
cool.
we bought a couple prints. It's kind of fun to support people that that are creative and doing things like that. But
Okay.
Yeah.
all right,
Yeah.
I'll be quiet now.
No, you don't. Yeah. Yeah, I
Yes,
told Jeff
okay.
to send me pictures. Sorry
That's
about that. I was like, I thought, wow, those boxers were too much. D had to get out of there. I was like, that was just going a little bit too.
All right,
too,
the hearts
too
put it
far
over
into
the edge.
into the Fackham Hall territory for him. Yeah. So I was gonna ask him if he's done artwork for Chamois Stovall.
I haven't talked to him in a while. I can ask him, but it's been a while. But every once in a while when I see him put some stuff on his site, I always I don't want to be like bugging people like, oh, remember we met before, kind of
Can
a
you
thing.
send me his site? I'll take a look at it. I'll know.
Oh, for
I can
sure.
check it
Yeah.
out sometime.
Yeah, I will. But every once in a while when I see him put some sign prints up or things, I'll just throw an order in. Just I like them anyway. I wouldn't do it if I didn't like them, but it's kind of cool to be like, I kind of know that person, and
Yeah.
you're supporting them, and it's
Right.
I don't know, it's fun. I enjoy supporting people that are being creative and like pursuing their passions like that. So
Yeah, like I'm in my brother's art room as he draws. Oh, another way too white. Dang it! Can't
Way
see
too
any.
white.
There you
Oh,
go.
there
You
we can
can
see it
that,
now.
Yeah,
Now we can see it.
that's one of them.
Let me take that down.
I think that's supposed to be Skeletor. It looks like Skeletor.
It kind of looks like it. That's kind of cool.
And then I don't know what this is supposed to be. He's got a lot of comics up in the kitchen.
Is he gonna be mad that you're like grabbing stuff off of it?
No, he won't.
That's
He'll be
like
fine.
a kind of a, is that a spawn?
I don't know what that is.
Or
and
no,
it looks like a
gosh.
panel.
Oh gosh, which one is that? Oh, he's purple. I'm blinking on it now.
Oh, he looks like he has. Wait, he looks like he's got Wolverine claws.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, I'm hating myself right now because I'm blinking on who it is.
I honestly don't know. I think this is him too. This one is also him. He's got the claw there on that hand.
Oh gosh,
The Max?
Is it Max? Max. That's it. It's Max. Yeah.
I'll ask him because I have no idea what's
It looks
the
like
Max
Max.
from.
Thank you. Tommy was putting that in there. Thank you. I was totally blanking on that, and yes, that's who I'm thinking of. So I would
Deleted.
not have come up with that myself. But Tommy, thanks for throwing it out there. But yes, it
Okay,
looks
I'll
like
ask
Max.
him. I'll
Yeah.
ask him when he gets home because I truly don't know. But he's got a bunch of comic books he's doing covers for, like blank covers. People will send him, and he does variants sometimes. Yeah, I like that. I like that a lot. That's cool.
Yeah,
I have
yeah.
a Terminator one over here that is still wrapped up that I want to put on the wall over there. So I don't know that I'll ever. Maybe if I turn the desk around, then you'd be able to see it in the back. I don't know. We'll see. I don't know. Anyway, sorry.
Well, don't be moving stuff around. You're not even at your place right now.
I know. Well, I kind of take over this room when I come here.
You're just grabbing things. I think he's working on this and like throwing things. Yeah.
And this is like one of his model things that he, I guess, refers to when it comes to like anatomy, but it's broken.
I know you showed that earlier. That
I
it
did.
was broken.
It was the weapon.
The weapon.
I thought
All
I
right.
saw it happen.
All right, we're done
I
talking.
Right. I do want to say hello to Tommy and to Gorilla's Random Thoughts for joining us.
Oh, you're going to try to do your unboxing?
Yes, and we are about to go into that with the $2 super chat from Boomer. Thank you, Boomer. Did any of you get DVDs on Black Friday? Yes, and I am glad that you brought that up, Boomer, because right after we finish up here, we're going to go straight into the unboxing that I have been announcing for now months. And as of yesterday, finally received the box. So we are going to be unboxing the Shutter 10th anniversary boxed set. And as a surprise, because I also got another package today,
Oh,
a video that I ordered back on Black Friday. So stay tuned right here to my channel and for the unboxing. All right. So in conclusion, it was 2 thumbs way down, I think it's safe to say, for 100 Nights of Hero.
hi, Vasco.
From me and Sin. Thumbs up for Dust Bunny from Corey.
I would say
And,
yes. I would say yes.
I guess kind of a mild recommend from the Movie Man for Fackham Hall.
It sounded like he had a good time with it.
Sound like he enjoyed
Like
it a little bit
overall.
more than mild,
Overall.
even though he had some issues with it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd say it sounded like he had a good time with it.
Yeah, did not dissuade me from
Wanting
seeing
to see it?
at some point.
I know you're the one that talked me into go see that. So
And hello to the Basco scenario. We're about to wrap it up. As I said, please stay tuned for this special Shutter 10th anniversary unboxing, which is coming up directly after this program is
Now,
over.
when you say directly after, are you stopping and starting, or are we just staying on the stream?
No, we're going to go over to the other stream that I've set up.
Oh, okay.
And,
Okay.
Yeah, I put it into chat.
Oh, you did?
So,
Okay, I
yeah.
didn't. Oh,
It's
okay.
over there.
I
You
didn't
should
see it.
all have that
Okay.
now. Okay. So all right. Any last words before we wrap it up and on to our next program?
I probably said way too much already tonight, but other than that, I will say it's always fun to hang out with you guys. And like I said, it was a long work day, nothing horrible, but long grinding day, and it's kind of fun to be able to hang out with some friends like you and talk about our fun stuff with movies. And whether you ended up liking it or not, it's a good time. So I appreciate you having me on.
Yeah, it was. I enjoyed this stream more than I did that stupid ass movie I saw on the stream. So
For sure. For sure.
your company made up for the suffering.
But no, it's always a good time hanging out with y'all.
Yeah, same.
Right on. So, in conclusion, I'd like to thank everybody who joined us in the chat. Thank you for the super chats and the super stickers. I hope everybody enjoyed the show. Please hit the like, share out the stream. Please subscribe if you are new to my channel. If you are new to Sin, to Corey, and to D Movie Man, please subscribe. Thanks once again to D Movie Man. He did have to go.
Thank you.
Unfortunately, but open invitation to come back at any time. We do have 2 shows coming up, 2 episodes in a row next Tuesday and the Tuesday after for the next 2 mystery movie night programs. So as I always say at the end of every show, from HQ and all points north, south, east, west, and beyond, good night. Take care. Stay strong. Be safe and healthy, because this is how we win.
Bye.
It's even odd when Ronin's back, slicing through the noise with a culture attack. Pop culture films in the world we see. Deleted scenes where the truth runs free. Take care, stay strong, we're breaking the mold. Be safe, stay healthy, let the story unfold. From watch parties, reviews to the news we spin. Deleted scenes, yeah, this is how we win. Take care, stay strong, we're breaking the mold. Be safe, stay healthy, let the story unfold. From watch parties, reviews to the news we spin. Deleted scenes, yeah, this is how we win. ready, let's go.
That's all, folks.